Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Skrilla, and I'm back with another video for y'all, man. Today we'll be covering how to sauce up your melodies and come out with some crazy sounding beats like the top industry producers. So we're gonna hop into FL Studio and I'm gonna break down each sound I used to create the melody and all the effects I threw on it and the tricks that I used to, come out with that unique sound. So before we get into this video, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and all other social media platforms at Skrilla Beats. The links will be in the description below. Also, if you guys enjoyed this video or if you feel like you learned a thing or two, please remember to hit that like button and to drop a comment below just to let me know that you guys want to see more content like this. All right, now with that being said, let's get into the video. All right, y'all, so now we got FL Studio open. And before we get into the breakdown, I'm gonna just say, make sure that you stay until the end of the video so you can hear how everything comes together within the full beat. Cause I know a lot of y'all don't be knowing how to trust the process. So you gotta trust the process, man. Like, I know if something if it doesn't start coming out how you might exactly want it to sound, I know you might try to delete the, project or move on to a different beat. You never wanna delete anything that you work on. So I don't care if it's a loop, a drum pattern, or a gross beat preset. If you make it, you should save it, because you never know, when it might come in handy in the future. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play this full beat later, what you guys see now. But right now I'm gonna just make a new arrangement, so you guys can just hear like the loop. I'm gonna name it loop, just something random. And I'm gonna just start with like the patterns that I started with. So right here I had this Vacuum Pro VST. Looks like the preset is called Oh Glory. I'm gonna go to pattern mode actually. And this is what it sounded like. So simple 8-bar loop, simple chords, nothing too crazy, And then I'm gonna go down here. And then we had Analog Lab. Let's see what this sounds like. I'm gonna mute that Vacuum Pro. So I switched it up at the end there a little bit. So we got that like high pad, and you see I switched up the chords here on the last 4 bars of the loop. So it just, gave it a nice variation sound. I'm gonna play these together real quick. Oh well, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna wait till I put it all together. I'm gonna just go by pattern right now. Actually, so that's actually all the 3 sounds, and then this guitar here. I only use 3 sounds for that loop. That's actually crazy. I didn't know that. And that's in Flex. Dark Star Acoustic. So simple Dark Star Acoustic pattern that I used in Flex, as you saw. So now I'm gonna play it all together. So this is what all 3 patterns sounded like together.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
So that's what that sounded like, everything put together. And then I rendered that out as a WAV file. So I'm gonna mute these real quick. Alrighty. So then from there, what I did, so we're gonna have to play around with it because I had the project file of just the pattern itself, just the loop itself. and everything I did to it, but I accidentally started arranging the full beat on the other arrangement, and it overwrote the loop file. So I had to remake exactly what I did. So basically what I did was, we have the 8 bars here, and then I just pretty much stretched it shorter. I just time stretched it here, and we made it into 4 bars. And then it sounded like this. Alright, well, it sounds kind of annoying, right? It doesn't sound the best. Which is why I say you gotta trust the process. Alright, and so I went ahead and threw it on this effect chain here, which will break down these effects in a minute. Alright, so I'm gonna put that on track 2. Alright, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna we get into it. You know, it's getting a little saucy. We sauced it up a little bit. We're gonna get into it. But actually, before I added it to that track 2, I wanted to reverse it, which is what I did initially. So we're gonna reverse that and play it again. Alright. So that's what we got when we reversed it and put it on effect track 2, which what I have in this effect chain is a halftime, of course, because as we heard that first time, it was way too fast and annoying. So we couldn't leave it like that. So we threw a halftime on it. And then I threw a filter freak here. Nice plugin from Sound Toys. And then I threw this air lo-fi. Where is it? It's not coming up. It's not coming up. Alrighty. Alright, so that, as you can see in the name, it's like a lo-fi effect. I have no clue why it's not coming up. That sucks. And then after that, I had this little radiator, and let's see what that does by itself. Alright, it does something. We can't tell. It does something. It does something. That's all we need to know. It does something. Alright, so that's what we got from there. As you guys can hear, I'm going to play it one more time, and then I'm going to show you the chops that I got from it. Alright, sounds way better than the first time. Alright, so now we're back on the arrangement with the full beat. But before I play the full beat, I'm going to play the chops that I did to get the main melody. So I muted all of these other tracks, so we're going to just solo the loop here. Alright, so I started off by editing the pitch, and what I did was put it up 500 cents, and I'm going to play it again without the pitch edited. There you guys go. And then I'm going to go ahead and put that back on, and this is what it sounds like now. So that's pretty much all I did. As you guys can see, we chopped it up in different places here, and we put things on top of each other, so we can get that overlapping sound. Just moved it in different spots where it sounded appropriate, So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. So now we're going to move on to the full beat, so you guys can hear what it sounds like all put together. We're going to go ahead and mute that loop because it's not a part of the beat. Of course, I rendered it out as a main wave file to make this main melody, which you guys are going to hear now.
Oh, brother!
Not now. Let me unmute everything. All right, now you guys are going to hear the full beat. right, so yeah, that is pretty much the full beat, and then it just loops around for a second verse and then an ending chorus. So that was the full beat. Yeah, so that's how they do it pretty much. You know what I'm saying? You guys can see we sauced up our main melody. You guys can actually see that this is pretty much like two beats in one. You know what I'm saying? We got like a whole different vibe from what we started with. So you guys just heard that full beat, and then we're gonna go back to our main pattern that we started with. So this is what we started with. That's a whole different vibe from what I just played, you know? So if you guys enjoyed this video, again, remember to hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for more, because I will be coming with more videos like this. And again, follow me on Instagram and all other social media platforms at Skrilla Beats. I'm out.